Now in 4 News Now, the Brown Street corridor has been a hotspot for crime and disorder, but the city says new rules are making a difference. We'll show you how officers and businesses are working to clean it up.
We're under a winter weather advisory. I'm tracking this next round of snow and an icy Thursday morning commute in the first alert forecast.
Tensions are high in Minneapolis after an ICE agent shot a woman during a massive immigration operation. We'll show you what happened and how city leaders are responding. You're watching 4 News Now at 6.
We'll take a look at this. Spokane police officers took over the Brown Street Viaduct today, clearing out the area, arresting offenders, and also getting people connected with resources. That underpass has long been an area that struggles with drug addiction and homelessness. Thanks so much for being with us tonight. I'm Derek Dice.
And I'm Kirsten O'Connor. While those problems still exist, Spokane police say that real action is finally happening, thanks to new regulations passed 2 months ago. Alexandra Cohen-Yards joins us live near the Brown Street Viaduct. And Alexandra, what is it exactly that these regulations have changed?
Kirsten, before these new regulations, police tell us they had little power to cite someone who was camping illegally, meaning often a person would just go from one spot to the next after being approached by a police officer. However, with these new regulations, officers are encouraged to only give 2 options: citation or treatment. The Division Brown Street corridor, considered the gateway to Spokane, often looks like this.
We have a lot of problems with the Brown Street Viaduct.
Over the last 6 months, Spokane police say this area has had more than 460 service calls.
There's always a lot of people down here, a lot of people getting victimized. We come down here multiple times a day.
And normally, it's just a few officers. But today, a larger presence took over because more people than usual were gathering under the bridge. Lieutenant Dan Waters says the new regulations passed in October are helping officers clear areas like this more effectively.
The ordinance change has been really big for us because it has allowed us the discretion to enforce the law where we did not have it for a period of time.
Some businesses are noticing the difference.
Well, it's certainly better here.
Jacob Swartz, general manager of Double Reed Productions, says this is still an issue, but believes the new enforcement is pushing the city in the right direction.
We're hitting that next phase. We're just going to have to make sure we keep the pressure on.
But some say change hasn't been as visible in other parts of the city.
I've seen them pushed down and 30 minutes later, right back.
Jeff Kramars is the manager of Motion Auto Supply, located close to the Maple Street Bridge overpass.
You've got campers camping around you and sleeping in the corners, and that such is leaving a mess.
Lieutenant Waters acknowledges this is a citywide challenge, but says these routine cleanups could lead to long-term change.
We come down here enough, we start to see that the behavior changes.
During that crackdown here on the Brown Street Viaduct, SPD says it was able to contact 2 of the people on their top 10 list, essentially a list of people that are repeat offenders or are utilizing the most city services. For now, reporting live from our downtown, Alexandra Cohen-Yards, 4 News Now.
Thank you so much, Alexandra. Well, some slick roads already for drivers tonight.
Let's send things right over to Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker with a look at that radar.
Well, the precipitation is very light, but it does not take much when we're talking about wintry precipitation to make for slick roads, and it is falling mostly in the form of very light snow. That is going to continue this evening. In fact, picking up in intensity here in the next couple of hours before quickly tapering off in Spokane right around midnight. Will continue in North Idaho, especially over the mountains through tomorrow morning. Around 7 a.m. we have the chance for more light flurries, very little additional measurable precipitation. We are under a winter weather advisory for most of eastern Washington and all of North Idaho. Most likely snowfall between now and 7 o'clock. In general, 2 inches or less in Spokane and Coeur d'Alene, between about 1 inch and 1.5 inches during that time. And our temperatures are beginning to drop down around freezing. That may melt a little bit of snow, and as our overnight lows drop into the 20s, all of that icy, slushy mess is going to be freezing for a slick morning commute on untreated roads. Meanwhile, expect that snow to continue through at least 9 o'clock before beginning to taper off a little bit as we get closer to midnight. I will be back with your 7-day forecast, Eric.
All right, Chris, thank you. On your screen right now is video of protesters marching through the streets of Minneapolis following an ICE agent shooting and killing a woman in her car. Now, this shooting comes as Homeland Security deployed more than 2,000 ICE agents into the city in what it says is the largest immigration operation ever.
ICE says the woman's car was blocking the road, and when they tried to get her to leave, they claim she tried to run over an ICE agent. The shooting was all caught on video, and we do want to warn you, the video we're about to show you on TV here could be hard to watch. Take a look.
Shame! Shame! Oh my God! What the? What the?
Now, depending on who you ask, this video is telling two different stories.
It was an act of domestic terrorism. What happened was our ICE officers were out in an enforcement action. They got stuck in the snow because of the adverse weather that is in Minneapolis. They were attempting to push out their vehicle, and a woman attacked them and those surrounding them and attempted to run them over and ram them with her vehicle.
They are already trying to spin this as an action of self-defense. Having seen the video of myself, I want to tell everybody directly, that is
The Department of Homeland Security says the agent feared for his life. The city says the 37-year-old Renee Good was driving away when an agent shot her. Many in the city of Minneapolis, including the mayor, say they want ICE to leave.
to ICE, get the out of Minneapolis. We do not want you here. Your stated reason for being in this city is to create some kind of safety, and you are doing exactly the opposite.
Now, we are going to have much more coverage on how lawmakers, including the president, are reacting to this shooting and the governor of Minnesota's message to the people of Minneapolis tonight at 6:30.
Well, flock cameras or automated license plate readers have come under fire in recent months after reports that immigration agents have been accessing this network of cameras all over the country. Now, state lawmakers are looking to put more rules in place about how the data from these cameras can be used. Madeline Mullins is live in Airway Heights, where some of these cameras are in place. So, Madeline, what do lawmakers hope to do?
Yeah, well, Airway Heights Police Department is just one of the many agencies within the county that have these flock cameras. The Spokane County Sheriff's Office actually has up to 100 of them. And this bill could tell those agencies what they can and can't search for and how long they can hold on to the data. Flock cameras have been around for years, and yet Washington has no laws in place regulating them. Lawmakers aim to change that with Senate Bill 6002.
I am hopeful about meaningful legislation around flock cameras.
The bill would crack down on what law enforcement agencies can and can't do with the data and video. One of the things it can't do is be used for immigration enforcement. But what would still be allowed is using the video to search for stolen vehicles, missing people, or investigations related to vehicles involved in a felony.
And I don't think this legislation is going to change any of that. It won't change our behavior. And so I have no issue with that.
What does concern Spokane County Sheriff John Knowles is the bill would limit how long agencies can hold on to the videos, 3 days. There would be exceptions, like if it's in evidence in an investigation.
It's not immediate that we have a suspect in every single violent crime or homicide. And if we say 72 hours and then the data disappears, well, what if we develop a suspect or a suspect vehicle 2 weeks after the occurrence? Well, that data's gone and it's gone forever, and we can't use it.
Right now, the sheriff's office holds onto data for 30 days, which it says is crucial in helping solve all types of crimes. And that's why the sheriff hopes that law enforcement agencies are included in the discussion as this bill moves through Olympia. And this bill has been introduced by both a Democratic and a Republican senator, and it will be introduced soon as the legislative session starts next week. Live in Airway Heights, I'm Madeline Mullins, 4 News Now.
All right, Madeline, thank you. A driver is facing charges for hitting and killing someone with their car in Airway Heights this morning. The Spokane County Sheriff's Office says it happened along Highway 2 near Russell Street. Deputies say 22-year-old Robert Bitcon called 911 telling dispatchers he believed he hit a person or an animal. He then waited in a nearby parking lot for first responders. Deputies found the victim dead at the scene. Bitcon was arrested on suspicion of driving under the influence.
Still ahead on 4 News Now.
Gas prices have hit a 4-year low here in Spokane, but it might not be for the reason you think. Coming up, I'll show you why those prices are dropping.
And for nearly 3 decades, the Spokane family has had no answers in their mother's murder. See how cutting-edge genealogy and a local volunteer helped crack the case. Next on 4 News Now.
Plan your day with Matt Gray, only on Good Morning Northwest.
It is a wild card playoff game. You just have to live to fight another day.
This year, commit to fit and don't wish for it. Work for it at Move Fitness.
Whether you're starting from the beginning or just wanting better results, Move Fitness has what you need to get the job done.
I'm Chad Young from the Easy Home Buyer, and I pay cash for houses. If you own a house and want to sell it fast for cash, call us today for your no obligation as-is cash offer.
Call the Easy Home Buyer.
Hot Tub. Major manufacturers and warehouses clearance of new 2026 inventory. Friday through Sunday. Spokane County Fair and Expo Center. Over 100 hot tubs on display and everything must go. New 2026 inventory. Hot tubs starting at $29.95. All inventory 40 to 80% off. Come see the revolutionary swim spa in action and save up to 60%. Trade-ins welcome. Free delivery. We'll even haul away your old hot tub. Worry-free installation. 18-month interest-free financing. Millions of dollars of inventory must be sold. Spokane County Fair and Expo Center. Free admission. Free parking. Call 833-SPA-SALE.
JD is here. Turk! JD! Ready to receive. Here we go. Go Eagle! JD, I'm going down. No, engage your core, Seabear. No, I'm going down.
You two idiots are perfect for each other.
My back.
Post Falls ER and Hospital, open 24/7, providing premium emergency department care without the wait. From your child sports injury to urgent ambulance visits, Post Falls ER features low wait times, efficient procedures, and compassionate care. Plus, we provide state-of-the-art imaging, inpatient care, and accept all commercial insurances. Because in an emergency, every second counts and every life matters. Post Falls ER and Hospital, State Line near Cabela's, minutes away, hours faster.
Out with the old and in with the new. Upgrade your home at an affordable price this year at Runge Furniture's January clearance sale. Right now, you can shop huge savings on stylish sofas, cozy sectionals and recliners, bedroom, dining room, all at low clearance prices. Start 2026 in a home you love at Runge Furniture in Coeur d'Alene. Shop price, shop selection, shop local. Shop Runge Furniture.
Genealogy has allowed us to do things that otherwise would simply never happen.
Investigative genetic genealogy recently helped Spokane police identify the murderer in a nearly 30-year-old cold case. All that time, Margaret Anselmo's family had no answers for her death.
That is, until DNA and SPD's new secret weapon, a local genealogist, finally brought them some much-needed closure.
Margaret Anselmo was a 45-year-old mother of 2. Her body was found beaten and raped in downtown Spokane in January of 1997. Her unsolved murder was one of several cases that weighed heavily on Sergeant Zach Storment of the Spokane Police Department for a long time.
I want to say it's a relief, but at the same time, it's a reminder of we have so many cases like this.
The man who murdered Anselmo may never have been identified if it weren't for SPD's secret weapon, a local woman with a passion for genealogy and solving mysteries.
Oh, and the scientist in me, because I'm a biologist also, and I've also certified genetic genealogist. So it all kind of comes together. Oh yeah, my brain's always thinking.
Linda Keenan volunteered to help SPD with the case, and Sergeant Storment was thrilled to tap into her expertise.
I can't do what she does. I'd have to spend years getting to her level. Someone like Linda coming along and offering her services the way she did was too good to be true.
After submitting DNA from the crime scene to Othram, a forensic genetic genealogy company in Texas, Sergeant Storment gave Keenan a profile of DNA matches, but she didn't want to know anything about the actual case.
I didn't want it to feel personal. I had a job to do, and I wanted to do that. And I didn't want anything getting mixed up in it.
It's a complex process, but using the DNA profile in different genealogy sites, it didn't take long for Keenan to zero in on Anselmo's killer.
I felt I knew who the person was, within months, like 6 weeks. And then it was just a matter of putting all the pieces in the pie.
Still, the killer had multiple half-siblings, which complicated the case, but Keenan kept digging.
So it was this match's grandparents, but it was my lead's great-grandparents. But
Keenan built the DNA tree back and out and then back down before she could finally be certain who the killer was.
Once I got here,
Then you knew it had to come from.
this line.
Yeah.
Yes, I knew it had to come from this line. Once I found these match, and I could run the tree down to the lead, and I could run this one down to his mother's.
From that, and with the help of the killer's family, SPD announced in November they'd identified Brian Anderson as Anselmo's killer. Anderson was 20 at the time and died by suicide in 2009. But finally knowing who killed her was a massive weight off the shoulders of Anselmo's family and Sergeant Storment.
I know for him, this was a big help for him and a relief. So I was glad to do it, happy. So he can put that one to rest.
Sergeant Storment calls Keenan irreplaceable. And while he doesn't think the city can afford a full-time genealogist like her, he hopes a law enforcement agency or genealogy lab will put her passion to work.
Linda's going to be able to help a lot of agencies out there if they'll take her up on her skills. I hope somebody does.
And Keenan is very much looking forward to the opportunities solving this cold case could provide.
There's thousands of cold cases. Thousands.
So you're going to stay busy for a while.
I'm hoping. That's what I'm hoping. Wow.
Now, Linda's late mom, sister, and niece are all into genealogy as well and have been doing it since the 90s. And by the way, if you're interested in what she does or how she does it, she's teaching a free genealogy class starting next week at the Hive. We'll have a link with information on it inside this story on KXLY.com.
Yeah, a lot of biologists here in the Inland Northwest, I think, are going to be fascinated by the work she's doing. And to hear a detective like Storment talk about her as an irreplaceable, secret weapon, it's just awesome.
Pretty
really,
cool
really
what she
great.
does.
Snow picking up in intensity in parts of Lincoln and Spokane County. Report of a snow squall between Davenport down southeast through Cheney, moving to the northeast, producing especially heavy snow and visibility problems. We are under a winter weather advisory until 10 o'clock tonight in eastern Washington, until 4 a.m. tomorrow morning in North Idaho. I'll be back with your forecast.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Super One Foods.
When I was told I needed radiation treatment for a brain tumor, I couldn't stop thinking about what could happen to my memories. Those moments I cherish from growing up, of finding myself, of the people I love, of what I've created. But they all just fade away? But when I learned how precise treatment was with Gamma Knife, I was reassured that those moments would be preserved. Because it's not only about protecting the memories I've made, but the ones I have yet to create.
The 30th annual Inland Northwest RV Show is back. The big multi-dealer show at the Spokane Fairgrounds, January 22nd through 25th. Beat the rush and preview units now at R&R RV in Liberty Lake and North Spokane. Every RV at R&R RV is show price. Reserve yours before the big multi-dealer show, January 22nd through 25th at the Fairgrounds. R&R RV, your RV superstore in Liberty Lake and North Spokane. Or shop now at rnrrv.com. One night in Memphis, the nationally acclaimed tribute concert featuring top rock and roll legends. Live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino Thursday, January 29th. Ready for action? It's no holds barred as King of the Cage features up-and-coming MMA stars battling it out. Live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino Thursday, February 5th. Clay Walker stands as a towering figure in country music with electrifying performances. Live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino Thursday, March 5th. Visit the Coeur d'Alene Casino box office or cdacasino.com to buy your tickets now.
Winning is just the beginning. Tempur-Pedic designed the Ergo Pro Smart Base to help you fall asleep more easily. It's the only smart base that features our exclusive Soundscape mode that synchronizes a gentle massage with relaxing sounds to help you drift peacefully off to sleep.
Get a free $300 gift when you purchase any Tempur-Pedic, plus 72 months no interest.
Denver Mattress, the easiest way to get the right Tempur-Pedic.
Wouldn't it be nice for your family to have more money to play with and in your savings?
A lot of people think that it probably takes a lot more money than it really does.
This week, Rebecca Jarvis with the tips to make it happen. The rich advice for your family money matters is on Good Morning America.
Welcome back. Anyone who might be traveling across Snoqualmie Pass tonight should expect delays.
Yeah, that's because of a deadly crash on the pass. And Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker is tracking some more wet weather headed our way.
We are in the process of snow in Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. 33 degrees in Spokane, 34 in Coeur d'Alene. And you'll notice that it's mostly just wet roads that we're seeing around the region. Not starting to stick yet, but it will start to accumulate on some of the grassy surfaces, especially once you get up around 2,500, 3,000 feet. And all of these wet roads are going to be icy, except for the main roads that have been treated. But it'll be a slick morning commute. We have a lot more wet weather to move through yet this evening. Here's a look at our Doppler radar zoomed in on the Spokane and Coeur d'Alene area. And as I mentioned, we have seen some snow squall activity in parts of Lincoln and western portions of Spokane County, moving to the northeast. That is the direction this system is moving. Some rain once we start getting down into portions of the Columbia Basin, but most of what we're seeing is snow. It just doesn't seem to be sticking yet, but it likely will. 4 things to know about your weather. We've got an icy morning commute where wet roads are refreezing. Possibility of flurries Thursday, the first part of the day, and to a lesser extent on Friday. A warming trend in our forecast. We're heading into the 40s this weekend and even warmer next week. Our odds of precipitation only continue until about midnight or even by 11 p.m. We start to see things taper off, staying dry until early tomorrow morning, and then we have that slight chance of flurries again. Here's a look at your Thursday forecast hour by hour. Starting the day off down in the 20s. We will likely see a little bit of sunshine as we get into mid-morning, but staying below freezing through at least 11 o'clock. Noon, we're finally above. We're keeping that slight chance of flurries all the way through 2 o'clock. 36 our high. Our average high now is 34. It has increased a degree as of today, past the coldest time of the year from a climate average standpoint. Dry tomorrow afternoon and evening, and will be chilly. Temperatures in the 30s by 6 o'clock, and we'll be heading down to another night in the 20s. High temperatures tomorrow around the region, mostly in the mid to upper 30s, 35 in Meade and Deer Park, 36 in Spokane, but 31 in Spirit Lake, one of the cooler spots on our map. And as we head further north into Sandpoint and Bonners Ferry, also finding temperatures below freezing there. We are going to be warmer Friday, high of 38. Still a slight chance of an isolated flurry. Most of the snow Thursday and Friday is going to stay over the mountains and mainly the central Panhandle Mountains. And then we are into the 40-degree range Saturday and Sunday, then into the 40s as we get into next week. Coming up in the next half hour, I have Wildlife Wednesday plus the 8 to 14-day forecast. Some interesting things happening there, Derek.
All right, Chris, talk to you in a bit. Childcare is already expensive, and now some states are losing federal funding.
We'll show you whether Washington could be next and what protections are in place. And we'll show you how President Trump plans on lowering the cost of buying a new home.
Sign up for the 4 News Now Daily Local at KXLY.com.
4 News Now is brought to you by Car Wash Plaza.
This new year, plan a day to come out and play at Triple Play, North Idaho's destination for family fun.
With so much to do under one roof, there's always something new to try.
Come out and play today, Triple Play.
2 great things happen in January: Kerner Furniture's January clearance sale and National Compliment Day.
And we found a way to celebrate both.
You are the perfect size for a small or large dinner party, and the perfect January clearance sale price.
Lazy Boy, you're so good at reclining and always at a guaranteed low price.
Find the furniture that complements your home at a price that complements your budget.
Kerner Furniture's January clearance sale is going on now.
Kerner Furniture, nice store, low prices.
Magical moments. Snowy adventures. Warming up. Making memories. A winter wonderland. The perfect close-by getaway this winter is Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. Find countless ways to play and plan your escape at cdawinter.com.
Even if your child has moderate to severe eczema, they can feel the flow, feel the breeze. And Dupixent helps them feel the heal. It helps calm a key source of inflammation under the skin that can cause eczema. Dupixent is the only biologic therapy approved to treat kids as young as 6 months for noticeably clearer skin and less itch. Severe allergic reactions, including skin reactions, can occur. Get help right away for face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, wheezing, or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor of new or worsening eye problems like eye pain or vision changes, skin symptoms, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop other treatments without talking to your doctor. Dupixent. Help heal their skin from within so they can stay ahead of eczema. Find an eczema specialist and ask about Dupixent today.
Ron was an active guy.
I'm an outdoorsman.
Until plantar fasciitis pain hit.
My wife said, I'm going to take you to the Good Feet store.
Now?
I can do my happy dance. That's what Good Feet dance.
Come in for your free fitting.
Well, gas prices are down nearly 6 cents per gallon across Washington this week, and in Spokane, prices are even lower than the state average.
It's the lowest gas prices the city has seen since 2022, but it might not be for the reason you think. Several spots had gas for less than $3.20 a gallon today. Gas station owners here in Spokane say switching to the winter blend of gas is having a big impact on price, and Derek Strom spoke with a local station about how it sets its prices.
The average price for a gallon of regular gas in Spokane has dropped below $3.40 for the first time in 4 years. One local gas station says there are several factors that affect how it sets the price for gas.
When they have the product availability, then the price comes down. So that's how the price has gone down a lot lately compared to years before.
Although many people may think that the situation in Venezuela is causing gas prices to drop in the U.S., GasBuddy says even in the most ideal conditions, the situation there won't have any effect on gas prices for at least a couple of years. And one local gas station I spoke with says that they're looking mainly at local competition in order to set their prices.
We always look on the same street, in the neighborhood, and then our total sales, like if we losing gallons, and then we look around and see why.
Avtar Brar owns Towns Liquor Mart and says the profit margin on gas is very small, and he hopes the low prices will bring people into the store to buy food and drinks. Customers this afternoon were enjoying the lower prices, especially those that drive a lot.
It's nice, especially because I drive a diesel pickup truck. It's about $1.50 less than I was paying a few months ago. I'm about to take an 800-mile trip right now. It's going to save me a significant amount because, $1.50 or $1.50 per gallon is going to really make an impact on that trip.
Many of the customers are hopeful it'll help lower the cost of living overall as well, but GasBuddy expects gas prices to bottom out in a few weeks, but then increase over the next couple months. In Spokane, Derek Strom, 4 News Now.
I think we should just stay down.
Yeah, I'm going to go fill up right after this.
Yeah, still ahead. Some states are losing access to federal child care funds, but what about Washington?
We'll show you why Washington leaders say they are prepared and what parents need to know.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Fred Meyer always gives you more ways to save, like low prices in every aisle. Plus, you can clip and save more with digital coupons in the app and earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. Discover more ways to save big. Fred Meyer, fresh for everyone.
The best time to get the biggest year-end savings on used vehicles is this week at Finley Honda Spokane during the year-end closeout, where you can delay payments plus get extra money for your trade-in.
Better selection, bigger savings, locally owned.
Hello, ma'am. I'm Kyle with Bill's Heating, here to take a look at your furnace.
I thought you guys were teamed up with Gonzaga. Where's the basketball player?
Oh, yeah, sorry about that. We do have Davis Fogel on standby.
Standby?
Oh, yeah. Whenever one of us needs him, we just shout his name.
What?
Watch.
Whoa, it's like magic.
Actually, he just made me wait around the corner.
Exactly. It's magic.
Call Bill's Heating and AC today.
That's textbook form if I've ever seen it, Bob.
Sure is. Look here, his max bet technique is flawless. He's got a real shot at the podium today.
Amazing what years of absolutely no physical training can do.
Introducing Northern Quest $60,000 podium payout. Play daily with your Camus Rewards card to enter. Plus, earn 4 times entries every Tuesday, and you could take home $25 grand. Northern Quest's podium payout. Athleticism optional.
Save thousands on the new Revolutionary Swim Spa at a one-time sale. Friday through Sunday. Spokane County Fair and Expo Center. Exercise with low impact. Swim the entire year and stay in shape. Teach your kids to swim. Unwind and save thousands. Avoid the expense and maintenance involved with a pool. Swim, exercise, and relax in your new aquatic exercise swim spa. Installation in 1 day only. New 2026 inventory. 18-month interest-free financing. Millions of dollars of inventory must be sold. Spokane County Fair and Expo Center. Free admission. Free parking. Call 833-SPA-SALE.
This year, commit to fit and don't wish for it, work for it at Move Fitness.
Whether you're starting from the beginning or just wanting better results, Move Fitness has what you need to get the job done.
Fred Meyer always gives you more ways to save, like low prices in every aisle. Plus, you can clip and save more with digital coupons in the app and earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. Discover more ways to save big. Fred Meyer, fresh for everyone.
Live from downtown Spokane, this is 4 News Now at 6:30.
To ICE, get the out of Minneapolis. We do not want you here.
That is the mayor of Minneapolis's message to the more than 2,000 ICE agents that have been sent to the city.
Today, one of those agents shot and killed a 37-year-old woman. Now, the local and federal government are at odds over what actually happened.
The mayor says the woman was trying to drive away, while federal officials say she tried to run the agent over, calling it an act of domestic terrorism. Sherelle Hubbard has more.
Video captures the moments leading up to the deadly encounter. A woman in her vehicle blocking the road as a federal officer approaches the car. She starts to drive away. Shots were fired and the car then crashed on the side of the road.
No! Shit!
The Department of Homeland Security said in a statement, quote, violent rioters weaponized a vehicle. DHS Secretary Kristi Noem said separately the woman attacked ICE officers with her car.
They are already trying to spin this as an action of self-defense. Having seen the video of myself, I want to tell everybody directly, that is bullshit.
The mayor and Minneapolis residents expressing outrage, refuting DHS's claim that they acted in self-defense.
It does not appear aggressive to me. I think that if they felt like they were in any danger, they could have stepped 2 feet backwards. I think, in my opinion, that this was an unnecessary use of force in a reaction to imagined danger.
The agents are conducting, quote, targeted operations in the city, but the police chief says there's no indication the victim was the target of a law enforcement investigation.
To ICE, get the out of Minneapolis. We do not want you here. Your stated reason for being in this city is to create some kind of safety, and you are doing exactly the opposite.
I'm Sherelle Hubbard reporting.
President Donald Trump siding with federal agents, calling this shooting fully justified, and writing on Truth Social, the woman driving the car was very disorderly, obstructing and resisting, who then violently, willfully, and viciously ran over the ICE officer who seems to have shot her in self-defense.
Washington Senator Patty Murray also responding, saying it will be up to state governments everywhere to hold federal agents accountable, writing, conducting immigration enforcement doesn't mean you execute American citizens in the street.
All right, we're going to send things over now to Chris Crocker, who's tracking another round of wet weather on the way. Chris.
Yes, we have snow in progress in downtown Spokane. So far, it's not sticking, but it is snowing and picking up in intensity as well. But our temperatures are just above freezing, and so we are not seeing that stick. Here is a similar scene at Hayden. This is on US 95 and Hayford Road, and you can tell there is snow by looking at the street lights, but it is not sticking to the roadways. Now, all of the wet roads that have not been treated will be freezing later tonight. We're looking at some heavier bands of snow within this area of precipitation as well. If you are out and about, which I don't recommend, you might be prepared for a quick decrease in visibility in some of these snow squalls that are also producing gusty winds. Our forecast radar shows the snow continuing through the evening before beginning to move into North Idaho late tonight. There's midnight, and we start to see most of the snow confined to the mountains of North Idaho, and then early tomorrow morning may see a flurry or two back around the Spokane and Coeur d'Alene area. A high temperature tomorrow in the 30s, so if we do see any accumulating snow, a lot of that will melt as we get up above freezing. I'll be back with your 7-day forecast in just a few minutes, Derek.
Well, child care costs are soaring in Washington, making families anxious about potential cuts to help as federal funding tightens in other states.
Yeah, the feds have paused child care funds in several Democratic states. So should Washington families be concerned? Where next? Hunter Bertram gets us those answers, sharing what we should be watching closely. Hunter.
Derek, Kirsten, the Trump administration is restricting some states' access to federal child care funds as concerns over child care fraud grow. Yet Washington leaders maintain that our state is not at risk and are armed with data to keep dollars coming in.
So when families enroll in child care provider, if they have a subsidy, they have to sign in electronically every day. They come in.
Joel Ryan, the executive director of the Washington State Association of Head Start and ECAP, assures they're prepared to provide detailed spending receipts if the Trump administration asks for them.
I want to assure your viewers that our state has a very robust fraud detection system in place to make sure that dollars are safeguarded.
Today, Washington Department of Children, Youth, and Families stated they haven't received any notice from the feds about a funding freeze or change to how it receives it.
I just got a message from our state agency that our secretary of our Department of Children, Youth, and Families has been meeting with child care providers to show support, to make sure they know that that they're in good hands.
Ryan says the most impactful changes we know of would come at the state level. The governor's current budget proposes cutting nearly 2,000 spots in the state ECAP child care program due to the state deficit.
But I do want to assure families that our services are open and available. Head Start programs are open and available, so is ECAP and child care subsidies.
Are still pushing for the funding to be fully restored at this next legislative session. However, a large private grant from Steve Ballmer pledges to cover the gap for the next decade. And so if you're seeking this kind of help, it's available. For News Now, I'm Hunter Bertram.
All right, Hunter, thank you. Gonzaga welcomes Santa Clara to the Kennel tomorrow with revenge on their minds.
Yeah, the Zags look to avenge last season's home loss to the Broncos. Plus, we have a pre-playoffs breakdown of possible Seahawks opponents, all coming up next in sports.
And new dietary guidelines aim to cut disease and lower healthcare costs with a big push toward proteins and healthy fats. What it means for your family's diet. You're watching 4 News Now at 6:30.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
It is a wild card playoff game. You just have to live to fight another day.
The New Year's Super Sale at Furniture Row has been extended. Right now, save $100 on every $1,000 you spend and score 60 months, no interest. Say goodbye to tired old designs. And hello to killer looks. But hurry, the extended New Year's Super Sale at Furniture Row ends soon.
If you're concerned about how you want to direct how your property will go at the time of your death, then you should consider a will or a trust. It's laid back. They just sit down and meet with me, and I ask them what they own and just give me a general idea of what they own, and then we discuss whether or not a will or a trust is the best. After we're done, they're just relieved. They're relieved that it's over, and they just say, oh, I have peace of mind now. and I love giving somebody peace of mind.
North Spokane, we're here. Fred's Appliance is now open along Highway 2. Our brand new 18,000 square foot showroom is packed with appliances. Need a new appliance fast? This new location is just one more way for you to explore our Get It Today inventory. Trying to find the best appliances for your needs? We have you covered. From refrigerators to ranges to laundry, Fred's Appliance has the selection, service, and speed you won't find anywhere else. Fred's Appliance. We sell appliances, only appliances.
People from North Idaho are built for long, snowy winters.
And so are the Subarus they drive.
With symmetrical all-wheel drive, every Subaru handles winter's toughest challenges with ease. No matter how harsh the weather gets, your Subaru stays in control.
Add heated seats and advanced safety features, and you're ready for anything winter brings.
Find your winter-ready Subaru today at Parker Subaru in beautiful Coeur d'Alene.
The New Year's Super Sale at Furniture Row has been extended. Right now, save $100 on every $1,000 you spend and score 60 months, no interest. Say goodbye to tired old designs. And hello to killer looks. But hurry, the extended New Year's Super Sale at Furniture Row ends soon.
Your favorite comedy returns.
Life isn't always a blistering wound of chaos and despair.
So we all say Happy New Gear's.
My best work is out there.
Yeah.
Riley seems awesome. No, the cars. I was talking about.
New Shifting Gears returns tonight on ABC.
The holiday deals may be gone, but you can still save big in January. I'm Robin Nance. From appliances to mattresses and fitness gear, I'll show you how to shop smarter and the weekend with some of the best savings of the month. Friday on Good Morning Northwest.
The Gonzaga Bulldogs continue WCC play tomorrow with a revenge game on their minds. The Santa Clara Broncos coming to town. Santa Clara exploded for over 100 points, breaking the all-time kennel record with 18 made threes, including 7 from Tyree Bryan. Fortunately for the Zags, he's now at Texas Tech. GU would beat the Broncos in California later in the season, but now presents the shot to defend home court against a team that's never beaten the Zags in consecutive Spokane games.
We'll see. We're gonna know what they're gonna do. We're gonna be prepared. Coach came in the locker room talking about we're back, and I think we just have to ride with that and get back on track to who we are, and like I said, just controlling the game. Like, that's what we got to do. We can't just kind of be out there playing. Let's actually control it, and that takes the whole unit, everybody. So, yeah.
Gonzaga tips off against Santa Clara late tomorrow, 8:30 p.m. Seattle Seahawks get to rest and watch for their first playoff opponent this weekend as their #1 seed earned them a bye past the wild card round. Seahawks are 4-9 all-time in the divisional round, but 3-0 win the top seed in the NFC. The Hawks can't play the Philadelphia Eagles or Chicago Bears next round. Instead, will either face the Green Bay Packers if they beat the Bears, San Francisco 49ers if they beat the Eagles and the Packers lose, and the LA Rams if the Niners and Pack fall, or maybe the Carolina Panthers if all of the higher seeds win. Seattle will know both their opponent and kickoff time next Monday after all these games are all wrapped up. Washington State football continues to build back up the program, but head coach Kirby Moore adding to the staff today. Dan Vanderite is the new chief of staff. Daniel Platts, the new director of player personnel. Ella Guerrero, the new director of recruiting operations. J.R. Blood, the new director of recruiting strategy. And Jake Morgan as the new director of scouting. Now, everybody but Vanderite came over from Missouri football, and that new chief of staff arrives from the same role at Michigan State. Earlier, though, spent 14 seasons at Oregon State. Another new Coug announced yesterday the addition of UC Davis quarterback Caden Pinnock. The unanimous Big Sky Freshman of the Year award winner committed to the Aggies as both a football and a baseball prospect, redshirting 2024 in both sports for breaking out in 2025. He led UC Davis to a 9-4 record, over 3,000 passing yards, 32 touchdowns, and 3 on the ground, earning him a finalist nod for the Jerry Rice Award, the FCS Heisman, and a first-team All-FCS spot. Pinnock commits to WSU over schools like Colorado. He visited the Buffs less than a week ago. So Zevi Eckhouse graduating, Jackson Potter in the portal room is hugely open. And Derek, you were saying to me, I think a couple weeks ago about looking for the portal to get a guy like this, and looks like the Cougs made a big splash.
I also didn't know the baseball angle with him. Coach Choate is probably, his ears perked up when he heard that, I'm sure.
Baseball's a big thing at Davis.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks, Jack. Well, in news for your health now, after government shutdown-related delays, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and U.S. Department of Agriculture released new dietary guidelines today.
Its recommendations will now shape the types of food schools serve, what doctors recommend to patients, and what can be purchased on food stamps. Ivan Rodriguez explains.
Every 5 years, Health and Human Services and the U.S. Department of Agriculture update the federal dietary guidelines based on the latest research. The new guidelines go past advice, but also include some nods to HHS Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr.'s Make America Healthy Again movement, urging Americans to prioritize protein and healthy fats and limit their consumption of ultra-processed foods and added sugar.
The new guidelines recognize that whole, nutrient-dense food is the most effective path to better health and lower health care costs.
Officials say that following the guidance can help prevent the onset or slow the rate of progression of chronic disease, as well as lower health care costs.
30% of healthcare costs are directly attributable to obesity.
The latest update will include images of an inverted pyramid that puts meats and vegetables in the whitest part at the top, flipping a long-standing visual of the American diet and moving away from the circular My Plate.
Dietary guidelines shape dozens of federal feeding programs, including Head Start. These standards affect 45 million school lunches every day.
The new guidelines also tell Americans when adding fats to meals to, quote, prioritize oils with essential fatty acids such as olive oil. Other options can include butter or beef tallow. I'm Ivan Rodriguez reporting.
Well, President Donald Trump says he's taking action to keep large investment companies from buying up single-family homes, a move he says is aimed at making homeownership more affordable for more Americans. In a post on Truth Social, President Trump said owning a home used to be a symbol of the American dream, but rising costs and economic pressures have made it harder for families to buy. He says he is taking steps to have Congress pass a bill to ban big corporate buyers. He says people should live in homes, not corporations, and plans to discuss more housing proposals at an upcoming World Economic Forum.
The Trump administration is doubling down on its efforts to acquire Greenland. The White House says the president is actively discussing a potential offer to buy the Danish territory. The White House press secretary is saying this would not be the first time the U.S. has bought a territory from another nation.
This is something that presidents dating back to the 1800s have said is advantageous for America's national security. The president has been very open and clear with all of you and with the world that he views it in the best interest of the United States to deter Russian and Chinese aggression in the Arctic region.
The Trump administration has also said the use of military force would be an option, but some Republican lawmakers say sending troops to Greenland would be a bad idea.
To invade Greenland and attack its sovereignty, a fellow NATO country, would be weapons-grade stupid. President Trump is not weapons-grade stupid.
Government officials in Denmark say if the U.S. were to invade Greenland, it would mark the end of NATO.
It is Wildlife Wednesday, and here is just a preview from Mark Vogt. A doe in the snow. She was really getting covered up there. Now, I was worried about the welfare of this doe, and Mark assured me she was just fine, got up, shook off the snow shortly after this photo was taken, but that looks so very unpleasant. I have more photos and more snow for you in the 7-day forecast up next.
Sign up for the 4 News Now Daily Local at KXLY.com.
During our Drive into 2026 sales event, save up to $16,750 off or 0% APR on new 2025 GMC Sierra 1500 Elevations. There's never any dealer-added markups on new vehicles. And ask us about our 3-day return and 7-day exchange at GMC of Riverfront Park.
113, gonna need all hands.
911 Nashville is television's #1 new show.
Get out of there now.
With crazy rescues.
We're coming to you. I got you.
And jaw-dropping moments.
Flames hit that and...
Thursday.
The city's been hacked. There'd be a catastrophic loss of lives.
An emergency that will touch every corner of Nashville.
Every light in the city went green at the same time.
Returns Thursday on ABC and stream on Hulu.
Coeur d'Alene Honda has been here since 1968, owned and operated by the same family for over 57 years.
A lot's changed in 57 years. The way we treat our customers hasn't.
Check out our reviews. With a 4.7 rating, it shows we really care.
Here at Coeur d'Alene Honda, all of our new and select pre-owned Hondas come with our free nationwide lifetime warranty.
If you're looking for that perfect vehicle, we've got you covered.
We work with local credit unions and lenders to get you the best rate possible.
I just got approved with no money down.
Don't forget about our lifetime warranty.
This new year, plan a day to come out and play at Triple Play, North Idaho's destination for family fun.
With so much to do under one roof, there's always something new to try.
Come out and play today, Triple Play.
Bathfitter showers have got people talking. Our wide selection of showers means it's exactly what we wanted. Seamless and watertight walls are much easier to clean than tiles and grout. And they stay in excellent shape. Every Bathfitter shower is backed by a lifetime warranty. And with thousands of 5-star reviews, the experience exceeds expectations. It's no wonder millions of Bathfitter customers love their new shower. It just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
I'm Chad Young from theeasyhomebuyer.com, Spokane and Coeur d'Alene's easiest way to sell your house fast. If you have a few moments, I hope you'll give me the opportunity to make you an instant cash offer on your home.
Call the Easy Home Buyer.
During our Drive into 2026 sales event, save up to $12,500 off or 0% APR on new 2026 GMC Sierra 1500 Elevations. There's never any dealer-added markups on new vehicles. And ask us about our 3-day return and 7-day exchange at GMC of Riverfront Park.
4 News Now is brought to you by Gold Seal Plumbing.
Our phones all just gave us alerts, right?
I was going to say, you probably got it at home, too, for a snow squall.
Yes, snow squall warning just been issued, and here is the area we're talking about. It does include Spokane from Colbert all the way south of Rosalia, but that 95 corridor, and we are looking at an area specifically from around the Cheney area down into the Fairfield area, where we are seeing some brief intense bursts of snow along with 20-mile-per-hour wind gusts. They are short-lived, they are fairly isolated, but they can be deadly. And what they often do is they can cause a flash freeze on the roadways, which means that snow freezes like ice almost instantly, making very hazardous travel. In addition, because these bursts of snow are so intense, visibility is also down to less than 1/4 of a mile with these systems, so it is not advised to travel through that area for the next little bit while that snow squall warning is in effect. We will see this snow taper off later this evening. In fact, we have a winter weather advisory that expires at 10 o'clock tonight for eastern Washington, up to 2 inches of snow. It continues until 4 a.m. for North Idaho, 2 to 4 inches of snow, and will continue through Thursday for the Cascades for an additional foot of snow. Icy roads to start the day with temperatures below freezing. We will be warming up above freezing tomorrow, and a warming trend through the weekend and beyond, up about 10 degrees above average by the beginning of next week. If you do get snow at your house, it is not going to stick around for long. Our extended forecast, 8 to 14 days, is calling for average temperatures trending to above average temperatures, but this is the one that I don't like to see, a fairly strong signal of below average precipitation. Thankfully, once you get into the mountain areas, that signal is not as strong, but we still need snow in the mountains, even though we have been getting it. We will be watching that snow squall very carefully. Expect icy conditions when you head out the door tomorrow morning, and we may put a few snow flurries on top of that, and then we have a fairly quiet 7-day forecast after tonight. Tonight is where we're seeing most of the action. I do have a few Wildlife Wednesday photos to share with you. There's that Mark Vodo in the snow, but this is some video of some Colbert turkeys from Kirsten and our photographer Melissa. That's a lot of turkeys out there in Colbert. Thank you for that, Kirsten. An amazing photo from Gavin Rawls of a great gray owl, our largest North American owl, and a rare sight around here. Their wingspan can get up to about 4.5 feet. They are tremendous creatures out in Turnbull National Wildlife Refuge. And finally, from Paula Zanter Stout, this is a fox squirrel. I love the cool coloring on this squirrel. Enjoying some crab apples and doing some yoga. And I will go back and take a look at some things and have an update on that squall in just a moment. Eric.
All right. Thank you, Chris. Well, reservations are now live for this year's camping season at Liberty Lake Regional Park. The park offers 13 tent sites, 1 group tent site, and several RV sites. Camping season runs from May 15th to September 27th. You can find the link to make a reservation inside this story on KXLY.com.
Well, imagine losing your home and your child in a single night. A fire destroyed everything the Wilson family had.
My baby.
11-year-old Jasani didn't survive, and now his mother Jasmine and the rest of the family are living out of suitcases, trying to pick up the pieces. But their fight to rebuild and to honor his memory is just starting. Hannah Joy sat down with his mother to share her family's story and how you can help tomorrow on Good Morning Northwest.
All right, it's time for our final break, but first, here's what ABC has in store for you tonight.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Clay Walker stands as a towering figure in country music with his electrifying performances. Live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino Thursday, March 5th. Get your tickets now.
Winning is just the beginning.
I'm Judy Warren.
And I'm Gordon Warren.
So we decided we'd come up to Spokane and have a look at retirement communities in this area. And Orchard Crest beat all of them out.
The activity program, the food.
We also really loved the friendship here. The people are very warm and welcoming. I highly recommend Orchard Crest. I think there's no better place.
Out here, no one hands you anything. Every log milled, every board stacked. That's all you. And your checking account should work just as hard. Ascend Checking from P1FCU earns you 3.5% APY with no monthly fees. No gimmicks, just rewards for the work you're already doing. Because around here, dividends are for the doers. Learn more at p1fcu.org/ascend.
Welcome to Parker Toyota, the Toyota Truck Center of the Northwest. Our inventory has never been better with a huge selection from stock to fully customized trucks.
And now you can choose between a gas or hybrid powertrain. So whether you're looking for great MPGs or a 12,000-pound towing capacity, we have the truck for you.
Check out the all-new Toyota Tacoma and Tundra at your locally owned Parker Toyota in beautiful Coeur d'Alene.
Hot Tub. Major manufacturers and warehouses clearance of new 2026 inventory. Friday through Sunday. Spokane County Fair and Expo Center. Over 100 hot tubs on display and everything must go. New 2026 inventory. Hot tubs starting at $29.95. All inventory 40 to 80% off. Come see the revolutionary swim spa in action and save up to 60%. Trade-ins welcome. Free delivery. We'll even haul away your old hot tub. Worry-free installation. 18-month interest-free financing. Millions of dollars of inventory must be sold. Spokane County Fair and Expo Center. Free admission. Free parking. Call 833-SPA-SALE.
So you want somewhere to play? We got you. I want some tasty food? We got you. Heard you want to do some shopping? We got you. The live music is always popping at the Coeur d'Alene Casino. Coeur d'Alene Casino. Winning is just the beginning.
Book your stay and play getaway today at Missisquoi.com.
Quick look at the camera from Colfax, just showing you the snow-covered 195, and it gets even worse the further north you go. This is the area where we have our snow squall warning. We have seen some very dire conditions from just southeast of Cheney up through the Airway Heights area. That snow squall is moving to the northeast, producing brief, heavy snow, low visibility, as well as gusty winds and icy roads.
Okay. Be super careful if you have to leave.
At least the next 15 minutes. Keep updated here on KXLY.com.